Launch sequence activated.
It's the Joel Comm Show, featuring internet pioneer, New York Times best-selling author, and international speaker, Joel Comm. Helping you grow your business, live life today, and do good stuff. Here's the man who isn't afraid of flying monkeys, your host, Joel Comm.
That's right. I ain't scared. Oh, no monkeys. Welcome, everybody. It's the Joel Comm Show here for a Monday, right? It's Monday afternoon, Labor Day, and this just doesn't feel like work to me. I don't see anything laboring about this. I know for some people, the day off work, but for me, every day is the same. You will never see me saying, thank God it's Friday, or, oh no, it's Monday, because as entrepreneurs, I work as an entrepreneur, and you collectively as entrepreneurs, we work when we want to, and it could be any hour of the day. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity to do that. And I'm grateful that you're here. Those of you coming into the blab, you'll notice that in the comments right down Vizzle, I've got a click to tweet. It's really cool. Just click the link. It'll automatically open up the Twitters for you, and just hit that, and it'll post the picture that goes along with the blab, which I think is pretty special. And anyway, a few housekeeping things before we get started. Upcoming shows for those of you that are listening live tonight on Blab Talk Live with myself and Vincenzo Landino, who is now officially Vinny Blabberino, the first official Blab name. On Blab Talk Live, we've got Jay McMichael, who is a photojournalist for CNN, a super cool guy, and he's got some serious stories. I think he told me today he's following around Joe Biden. Last week he was with Trump and actually got a chance to talk to him, and he is out there on the campaign field and has shot tons of incredible footage. So you're going to hear from him tonight, and that is Blab Talk Live at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. And then coming up on the Joel Comm Show, guests coming your way this Wednesday at, I want to say 2:30 Eastern time, 11:30 in the morning Pacific, the one and only Michael Hyatt. He's agreed to come on to do his very first blab. Michael's a New York Times bestselling author. He's all about helping people build their platform, and that's going to be on Wednesday. And then coming up next Sunday is the one and only Perry Marshall. If there's anybody that knows Google AdWords, it's this guy, and he's moving in some really creative directions I think that you are going to like as well. So be sure to click on my channel and subscribe to the upcoming shows, because I think you're going to like them. Click the tweet. Let's bring people in here, and let's bring our guest, because she's Insta awesome. It's going to be an Insta blab with all kinds of Insta content. And why so much Insta? Because my guest today is the inimitable, Ted Rubin used that word the other day when describing me, and I liked it so much I want to use it to describe others. The inimitable means impossible to imitate, I think. Instagram expert. She's the founder of Insta Results, which is the first comprehensive online Instagram course, and Ready, Set, Gram. She is a popular creative live instructor. She's a powerful speaker. She speaks on stages such as Social Media Marketing World, and I believe I'm getting ready to see her in Inbound, because she's going to be coming to us live from her hotel room with the best bandwidth that they can provide. She's got 30 years of business experience. She is all about the Instagram. She's here to help you today. Would you please give her tons of props? Welcome, Sue B.
Hey. How do I sound?
You sound great. You look great. You got your Instagram pillow back there.
Yeah, let me move it so you guys can all see it. Oh my God, I staged this for you guys. I got Insta Boston and Insta. You guys, that's the bed. Okay, maybe that's too much information.
Yeah, so because on Blab, depending upon what camera you've got set up, I'm using Manycam, which is why you're seeing a wide screen of me. But your laptop, you would need to use like Cam Twist probably on your MacBook in order to get this effect for future reference.
I like it. I like it a lot.
So it's your birthday week.
It's my birthday weekend. And yeah, so I just drove from the Cape to Boston. And if anyone's following me on Instagram, you'll see the picture of the Boston Harbor. And yesterday was at a harbor on the Cape, and we hit crazy traffic. So we were rushed to get here from our Wellesley house, Joel. And in the process, my hubby forgot to load my suitcase. So I'm still in my workout wear, and he needs to go back home to get all my goods. So that's where he's heading. And I'm here doing this awesome interview with you. Woohoo!
Well, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad that you've got your boy to go and take care of business. Now, we've known each other for what, 2 years?
Yeah, I think so. We connected on Facebook initially. You're like, who are you and what are you asking me for? I don't even know you. I think when
I wasn't rude. Was I rude?
No, you were actually really sweet. I remember you said explicitly, let me know what I can do for you and who you want to meet, and I'll try to make it happen. And at the time, I think I asked you about Lewis House, and you did put me in touch with him. And subsequently, you and I and Lewis were all together recently in LA, and we got an Instapic. So yeah, you do deliver the goods. I'd like to say that about Joel. He always does good stuff. It's true. Yeah.
And there it is for all to see. We're not here to talk about me, though I always appreciate strokes. We've seen each other a few times over the last year. In particular, I remember this time.
Yeah, that's when you gave me my hashtag hat. You guys, by the way, I wore that hat on stage this year at Social Media Marketing World in San Diego. I walked on stage with my hashtag hat on from Joel Comm.
Yeah, what was the conference we were at? It was here in Denver.
It was a women's conference.
It was a women's conference, and yet I was there.
Of course you were, because you were one of the 5 guys in the room. You knew there were a ton of women in the room, so you purposely came to hang out with
I was one of the 5 guys, but I did not bring burgers or fries. And I saw that hashtag hat. I don't remember what store I was at, but it was like the day before I knew I was going to see you, and that hat just jumped off the shelf. I mean, literally, if an inanimate object could suddenly get life and go, buy me, it just had your name all over it.
You're
and so
I so appreciate it. And I do need that in Boston in the winter. Seriously.
Boston.
That's where I am right now, you guys.
And I'll be on my way there tomorrow, as will many of our peers, including Chris Brogan, Maury Smith, and a long list of speakers for Inbound, which is HubSpot's annual event. And I think we're all speaking.
Yeah, I'm actually not speaking. I have all my hashtag signs, and Laura Fitton, who, as you know Laura Fitton well, right?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, I reached out to her a little too late. She's like, dang it, Sue, I wish I knew you wanted to speak, but we already picked the speakers next year. So she's like, come. She comped me a ticket. She's like, bring your hashtag signs, make some noise, do some Insta posts. So I'm going to go there and have a shit ton of fun. Wait, I got that hashtag sign too.
You really do. So what's actually funny about that is I picked up on this picture.
Yeah, that was like the goods for my birthday bash yesterday. I thought that was funny. We're going to talk about that picture when we talk about Instagram, that angle.
Well, let's dive right in, because people are here. We've got a lot of people in the room, and those of you that are just joining us, I'm going to put in the comments a link that if you'll just click it, it'll open up an Insta tweet for you to click that tweet, and it posts the picture with it. It's really cool. Mike Stelzner showed me how to do this. He figured out how to get the URL for the picture from mobile, and I figured out how to get it from the desktop. And between the two of us, powerhouse.
Brilliant. I love it. I need to do that shizzle for my show. That's amazing, Joel.
I'll show you how to do that, because it's a great way to tell people when you're live. So you have taken to Instagram like you're it. You have positioned yourself very successfully over the last couple of years as the Instagram gal.
I have. I love me a little Insta. Yeah, so Joel, it's been almost 3 years, you guys. I've been living in this app almost 24/7 for 3 years. So I've used it for my small business on the Cape, and subsequently started teaching it. And I just love helping other people have success with their visual storytelling, because essentially, Joel, that's what it is, right? Yeah, you're pretty good on Insta. You do a lot of word swag.
I like doing word swag just in general on it, and I'm posting more of that on Instagram. And I am not an Instagram pro. I like taking pictures. I've got 2,422 followers. I've done 1,031 posts, and I probably don't do the best at it. And I know there's a ton of opportunity. So I don't really have a structure other than to say what I want to do right now is for you to share some dynamite tips with our viewers and listeners today. And when, maybe in about 20 minutes or so, we'll open it up and people can ask you questions because we're here live on Blab. And I know people are going to have a ton of questions.
Perfect. So I prepared for this morning, you guys. I wanted to make it so that it would be an awesome show for Joel, and I wanted to give you guys a hashtag shit ton of content that I really haven't shared on another interview that would be interesting and concise in the time frame that Joel wanted to do the show in. So I'm going to roll through 6 different Insta tips, Joel, and in the process, I did send you those Dropbox folders of some images, and I will prompt you the best I can to my memory of what you can put up while I'm sharing this. Okay,
that sounds great.
Yeah, so for
Insta tip number 1.
Is it? And I love the little Scott Ayers little graphic gift over there. That's pretty good.
Yeah, this is one of the downsides for people who listen in the podcast later. If you're listening on iTunes, then you don't get to see the visuals that we're putting up here, but you'll still learn from it. But if you go to my blog at joelcomm.com and search for Instagram, the video replay will be there.
Perfect. Okay, so let's start out with saying the facts. And the facts are you cannot be Insta-famous on Instagram and get a shit ton of followers overnight by buying any kind of program or service or followers that are authentic. If you really want to have success on Instagram, you have to craft your brand message in a way that is profound, starting with the photo or the video that is, I call it the North Star of Instagram. And if you set yourself up for success with an awesome photo, you will attract your ideal client. So, I mean, this is something you might have heard over and over again, but I really teach the goods. I really teach you guys how to do this and set yourself up for success. So I really want to get this number 1 out the door in that you cannot have overnight success on Instagram. You have to work at it. And what you start out doing and what you end up doing in a month or two may vary based on the feedback that you're getting from your followers, the ones that you're trying to attract.
Don't buy followers.
Oh my gosh.
Say it with me.
Do not buy followers.
Not just on Instagram, on any platform. Because they're not real followers, and they'll just make you look bad. Because if you have 10,000 followers you bought and 3 people are liking your photos,
we know.
What's that going to say?
We know that you bought the followers when you bought the followers, and that's not being honest. And you always want to be honest and authentic. And if you bought followers, I say start over. I have a lot of people I consult with that bought followers and didn't realize how detrimental they were to their account. And I said, can you start over? Because you really should. So if you don't know how to start to have success on Instagram, here's what I want to tell you, which actually my 19-year-old daughter, Lila, Fresh, Fit, and Fearless, Joel, if you want to pull up her URL on Instagram and pop that in there, everyone should be following her because her account is Insta awesome for so many reasons. But what Lila told me when I interviewed her on Blab not too long ago to talk about her Insta success, the very first thing she did when she decided to turn her account into something more serious than just showing
She
food.
has 11,200 followers.
Yeah, she knows. She's got a good teacher.
So she's 19.
She's 19. And yeah, the whole story of Lila's success, I actually documented on Blab, and we got we had over 300 people watching live, and it was a really successful Blab. And I'm going to share some of Lila's tips with you. Remember, she's 19. Remember, all the teenagers are on Instagram, and remember that the teenagers really care a lot about their likes. Lila gets 400 to 700 likes per photo. Her mother at best gets 150 to 250. It's not about the likes. The likes
I
get
get
more
20.
eyeballs. The likes are good, but we're going to talk about why it's really more important to get that engagement and ultimately get people to click in your URL, your one link. And
Okay, and I want you to know that I think my daughter, who has a dog training business in Oklahoma, popped in. So I'm really wanting her to pick up on what you're sharing today.
So what's your daughter's name?
Jenna. So you can speak directly towards ideas, since it's my podcast and my blab about using Instagram to build a local dog training business.
I love that. And by the way, I do have a follower, Jenna. Follow Wolf Network on Instagram. Katie is in London and she has that exact same business, and she is in my Insta Academy, and I'm happy to connect you guys because it's a great industry. And I know somebody else on another account. So Jenna, just remind me, and I'll tag you with a couple other people that are actually dog walkers crushing it.
Her account is Pause for Purpose, PAWS.
Oh, that's such a good name. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so we love you guys. It's all about mentoring our kids. I'm in it for my kids. It's the legacy I'm leaving my 3 daughters. That's why I became the Instagram expert. And like Joel, I want to say this because this is so who I am, you guys. I don't wake up and say, fry, yay, or it's the weekend. Every day is an awesome day. And I want to serve and help as many people have success in their business as I can. And if it's on Labor Day, it's on Labor Day. And if it's on Saturday, it's on Saturday. Do I have fun and do I do other things? Absolutely. But I am here to serve as many people as I can when I want. It's on my terms, but I'm here for you. So I have the exact same philosophy as Joel. So I love that he had said that at the beginning. And if anyone likes what I'm saying and you think it's a tweetable, go ahead and rock that tweet at Subi Zimmerman.
Word swag it.
Or I have a better app than WordSwag now because everybody's WordSwag, and we need to teach you a new app. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Okay. So you guys, what Lila did and what she talked about in her interview that I want you all to hear, number one, is go ahead and research other people who do what you do, or thought leaders that you love, or authors that you think are Insta awesome. People that can give you inspirational Instagram eye candy so you can see what they are doing to set themselves up for success. Follow them, engage in their post, and compliment them. Tell them why you're following them and tell them why you like their post. The number one thing to do is to do some market research. And this is one of the major reasons I love Instagram so much, is because you can essentially research any hashtag, meaning any word. See what the visual curation is around that word. I call it a hashtag hub. So every word has a hashtag hub. Some are more relevant than others. For example, I'll just say events. For example, like Joel and I are going to both be at hashtag inbound 15. So if you cannot be here with us, you can follow the conversation on Instagram. You can look at what people are uploading. And if anyone is posting photos with speakers or thought leaders that you wish you were connecting to, jump into the conversation, be a part of it. Even if you're far away, you can put yourself into that hashtag hub, or what I like to say, community. I like to look at hashtags essentially as a community around your purpose and who you're trying to attract. So that's number one. Joel, do you have any questions? I'm not really looking at the questions. So if there's anything coming up, you can interrupt me or just, I want to flow with the question.
They're flowing by, but if everybody would kind of hold their questions until we open the seat, because I'm really paying attention to what Sue's saying, and she's focused on giving you some killer tips here first, and then we'll get to the questions.
And I like this. And Joel, I've learned to do this more cognizantly on Periscope as well. Get through all the content, you guys. Don't distract with all the comments, and then you can open up the conversation. Okay.
But I like that they're having a conversation.
Oh, I mean,
talk amongst yourselves. We're all verklempt.
Joel, you crack me up. Okay, number 2 is...
I crack me up too.
Okay, so Joel, there is... Okay, the picture that you put at the beginning where I had my hashtag shit ton sign with all my presents, pull that up for a second because I want to reference that. So number 2 is I want you to think about Instagram as being instant, meaning in the moment. I want you to feel as though you were pulled into a photograph. And that is the connection that people are making with you. So it's posting from different angles. It's posting creatively, but essentially you're posting something of inspiration where people literally feel like they're with you. For example, and I give you all permission to get on your smartphones, get on your devices, and follow along as Sue B is talking to you, because I want you guys to see what I'm saying. It's really important. So on my Instagram account, Sue B Zimmerman, and if you're not following me there yet, just click the follow button. You will see my last post was of the Charles River, the gorgeous Charles River that divides Cambridge and Boston. That's where I am right now. I took an awesome snap with these sailboats, and you got a little kayak person. Don't you feel like you're with me? Don't you feel like you're in Boston, Joel? Isn't that
That's going to be my view tomorrow. So
exactly.
I'm almost there. And you got 80 likes already. And this was an hour ago.
It was an hour ago. Yeah, because
I know it's not all about the likes, but
no, but you're right. That's a good indication, and we can talk. I'm going to dive into that for a second. So
81.
The faster that you get likes on a photo brings your photo up in either a geotag hub or a hashtag hub. So let me explain what that is, you guys. I tagged this photo, Charles River. And when you click in the Charles River, you'll see my photo is in with the top 9. And you'll also see that there's a lot of other photos that are there as well. Mine made it to the top 9 because I got likes so quickly. It's an algorithm of not only how many likes you get quickly, but what the engagement is on that post as well. And let me just see if there's been any comments. Maybe there has been. So yes, I've gotten 4 comments, but I've gotten 85 likes. And thanks for you guys that are liking it. So that is a crystal clear, gorgeous photo of the Boston skyline. You're looking at the Prudential Center. You're looking at a beautiful city, and everyone loves sailboats. And it's a beautiful contrast with the sky and the ripples in the Charles River. So it's a great aesthetic photo, but you feel like you're with me. Now, let's go look at yesterday, because this was my view yesterday on Cape Cod, which was pretty friggin' awesome too. So I was on a boat all day yesterday in Osterville. So when you click into that geotag, I am number 1. I made it to the very top of that geotag post. Now, let me tell you what's so exciting about this. People are clicking into hashtags and geotags all day. The top 9 make it to the top, but you can get bumped out if somebody else gets more likes and quicker. Like I just said, the algorithm changes, but it's really—
Don't be bumping my photo.
Don't be bumping my photo, but it's really cool that when you make it to the top 9, that's when you know that you're posting with purpose and a really good quality photo, and people really like your content. So strive to be in the top 9, and it can either be in a geotag or it can either be in a hashtag hub. So let me just look at that hashtag hub. So I hashtagged Cape Cod, Osterville, and Nautical Vibe. And when I click in Osterville, I am number 1, not only in the geotag, but I'm number 1 in the hashtag, which is actually harder to be because there were almost 4,000 photos uploaded with the hashtag Osterville, and yours truly is number 1. Now, if I click into Cape Cod, I am not going to probably be in the top 9. I'm not, because Cape Cod is— so many more people are uploading to Cape Cod, which is a destination. Osterville is a town on Cape Cod. So the likelihood—
but this shows up when you click Cape Cod. So there's that.
What's showing up? I'm actually— my notes are covering you. What is it?
The dog. There's dog.
Yeah, the dog. Dog. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love that dog. Oh, they're adorable. But the dog's wearing a fedora, so I can rock my fedora too, if that means I'm going to get more likes from you guys. What do you think?
Go. We'll wear fedora for likes.
Fedora friends, you guys, I have a shit ton of fedoras too.
Okay, cool.
So, all right. So let's just stay focused. So that's number 2, which is really, you want to bring people into the experience. The more you can the more you post with intentions of literally showing what you're doing, whether you're even like, if Joel were to post a photo of what his whole setup looks like right now with his mic and his computers and the whole shiz that he's got going on for his blab interviews, I bet you guys would be interested, because behind the scenes get a lot of engagement too. So think about how—
do it.
Yeah, of course you should.
I can post a landscape photo on Instagram now, right?
Yes, you can. That is a new update. So the point is, you guys, make me feel like I'm part of your world, and I want to become part of your world by the content that you're sharing. So that's number 2. I am going to actually drop in because I prepared for this interview, you guys. I prepare for all of them, but I really wanted to give some great value bombs. I'm going to drop in 10 accounts that you all should be following. Oh, yes. Okay, so let me just explain it to you. The first one's the Dry Bar. The second one's only in San Fran. The third one's Surfer_magazine. You guys should take a screenshot of this. Fresh Fit and Fearless is my daughter. Mood Matcher, Social_Studios. Super Loves Teas. Video Meals. Sweet.beautiful.life is an amazing one. And I can't pronounce Matea's, but she's awesome. She's an artist. And then Pumpkin and Sunshine, which your daughter will love, the doggy one. So there's 10 awesome accounts that really represent this experience I'm trying to share with you. Now, they're all very successful on Instagram, and you'll see why. But here's what I always give call to actions when I do interviews now. And my call to action to each one of you, if you go in and you start following them, I want you to say that at Subi Zimmerman, at Joel Comm sent us here from Joel. What's the hashtag of your show? I'm sorry, I forget it.
Would you believe that I actually don't have a hashtag for my show?
We will make
it should
a hashtag.
Just be Joel Comm Show, right?
Okay, so yeah, so at Subi Zimmerman sent me
So embarrassed.
from the hashtag Joel Comm Show, because
I do have this.
if you use the hashtag Joel Comm Show, Joel will be able to see your photo if you post it, or So actually, let me clarify. Go over to each 10 of these accounts and say at Subi Zimmerman, at Joel Comm sent us, and you can write whatever you want. Joel and I will get a notification that you mentioned us. If any of you are going to upload a photo, and yeah, you're going to upload a photo because that's what I make you all do when you get on these interviews, when you watch, you're going to use the hashtag Subi made me do it and the hashtag Joel Comm Show. And then Joel and I will see your photo in those hashtag hubs. Now, Joel, I will tell you that Subi made me do it. There's over 500 photos there. I make people take selfies and post them.
So
Yeah.
just so you know, I'm looking down because I'm posting and I'm taking your advice right now, and I'm loading this up with hashtags related to what I'm using in the studio here. We're going to do a live test. By the way, you guys can follow me on Instagram at Joel Comm, of course.
Of course. Yes.
Okay.
So I love that Joel is an action taker, as I know all of you guys are. So make sure you tell a little birdie so we can get more people in here so they can learn along with all of us. Okay. So we talked about number 1 and number 2. Number 3 is your bio. Yeah. You got to have an Insta bio if you want to have Insta success. And I do have a service on my website called Insta Bio if you need one. But let me just break down what that, and by the way, Joel, if you want to do a giveaway, I will give away an Insta Bio. It's a $300 value.
Let's do a giveaway. How are we going to do it?
You figure out how you're doing it while I'm talking, okay?
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. We'll do it. I'm going to post a photo in about a minute, and then you have to like my photo, and I'll pick a random winner from the photo I post.
Perfect. But you should also make them write a comment why they like it. Let's take it one step further.
How about you have to like it and you have to make a comment? And I'll pick from that.
Perfect. I like that a lot. Okay.
It'll be my most liked photo ever.
Okay. So number 3 is your bio. You guys, you have 3 to 6 seconds to make an impression with your bio. And that's why it's so important to have an Insta bio. So let me just walk you through the steps of having an Insta bio. There are 5 steps. So we're on number 3, but we're talking about 5 steps. The first one is having a great name. Now, if you don't have your name, like Joel Comm has his name, Subi Zimmerman, I have my name, but someone has your name, like Michael Port, my good friend Michael Port, who I interviewed on Blab last week. He didn't get his name. So there's always a workaround. And the workaround for Michael was, I am Michael Port. Because he is. Whoever has the name should have taken it. But maybe you want to do your name like joelcomm.com. You could spell out DOT.com. You could have it be your website. Or maybe you're a podcaster and you want to put TV. Or maybe you want to use an underscore or a dot, as you saw some of those 10 accounts had that I just shared with you. So there are workarounds if you are stuck. If anybody here is stuck, send me a direct message on Instagram and I'll unstuck you. Okay? Deal?
All right. There it is. I just posted the picture of me here right now in this studio where you can see my USB mixer, my iPad, my computer, my Minicam, my microphone. And if you will go to @JoelComm, follow me, like the picture, and leave a comment. And from the people who leave a comment, we're going to pick a random winner. And what are they going to get, Sue? Tell them what they'll win.
You will win a InstaBio by Subi. It's a $300 value, and I will be so excited to give it to you. I actually... Joel, you crack me up. Okay, on the second comment, Lucan Nelser. Let me just look. Okay, so now what's really cool, Joel, is we can give shout outs from everyone that's taken action on Instagram. Like Luke Nelser, I love it. Leah J. Salzer, thank you very much. Okay, so I love doing this when I do my webinars and stuff. All right, let me stay focused. Number 1 is your name. Number 2 is having your username in your bio. You get 33 characters, 33. Okay. So you want your bio to be, you can use emojis in your bio, which are searchable, and you want it to also have your name. I'm going to give you 3 examples.
In the bio is the
yes.
Field, right?
Icon. Yes. Thanks for saying that, Joel. So in your bio, I'm going to give you 3 examples. One's a photographer, one is Alex Kahn, and one is Kim Garst. They all have a little emoji in their username bio, and they literally tell you what they do. Now, my bio in my username is the Instagram expert. That's in Subi Zimmerman. And so it's really important to know that this is real estate, and this is searchable real estate. If you guys don't know about socialrank.com, Joel, can you drop that in the chat? Socialrank.com is a place where you can actually search people's bio based on keywords or emojis. And this is why you want to make sure you have it in your username. This is one of my, #, Subi Ninja tips that I teach in my course. You guys, I'm giving you the goods.
Can you send me a screenshot example of this so I can put it up?
Of course I can. I'm on it, Joel. I'm on it.
Did you already send me one? Is it in?
No, I just popped them in the chat. If you go into any of these names that I just did, I'm starring my comment, Joel. You can take a screenshot. Immerse Photography, Alex Kahn, who's the Periscope consultant, and Kim Garst does a good job. Those 3 are good examples of how to do it correctly, as well as Subi Zimmerman. Okay, so those are examples of how to do it right. You get 33 characters. So use an emoji if it works for your brand. I'm not telling you to use an emoji if you don't like them. Scott is adorable with his gifts. So Scott, I'm like the ninja tips. He's so funny. Okay, this is why I love Blab. All right, so that is number 2, is your username in your bio. Number 3.
So can you see that on my screen right there? I just pulled up in my web browser, Kim Garst's profile.
It's a little grainy. It's a little grainy.
But you can see this is her bio, and there's all kinds of emojis in here.
Yeah, but
diamonds and numbers and.
I'm more talking about what I'm talking about for Kim, Joel, specifically is that she literally said that she does social media. That's what I'm talking about. Kim's letting you know that that's what she does because that is searchable on Instagram. Okay, so Joel, do you have any? Did you do one?
I didn't put any emojis. Mine says I'm the one and only Joel Comm, accept no imitations. My official site is at joelcomm.com. Just keep it real. #do good stuff.
Okay, so I have a suggestion for you, Joel. So
yes,
on your username, I would absolutely put Joel Comm, Blab Expert, Blabber, Blab Show, or the name of your show. I would definitely let people know that this is your jam now. Or I would put #do good stuff, something besides. And you really don't need your last name because it's in your username. So it could just be Joel. So you and I can have a little chat about this later if you want, honey. All right. So let's go. Let's move things along. We're in the
I'm so excited, and I just cannot hide it.
Yeah. Okay. So now
we're about to lose control. I think I like it.
Okay, good. All right. So now we're talking about the juicy meat of the bio, you guys. So the juicy meat of the bio, you now have 150 characters to use. And I say, if you can't figure out what words to use, again, you can use emojis if it makes sense for your business. So you guys come on over to the Instagram expert right now. I'm going to have you guys do a little exercise. Joel, you too, you might learn something on this one. I
need exercise.
I want you all to see on the top right-hand corner on the blue where there are 3 dots. I want you all to just follow along. Let me know in the comments that you're here with me. See the 3 dots. I want you to not only follow the Instagram expert, but click on those 3 dots and turn notifications on. every time I post on that account, you will get a notification that I posted. And the reason I want you to follow this account is because this is where I share all my ninja tips, all my Instagram tools, strategies, updates. Joel mentioned the landscape update. Yes, I talked about it there. If you really want to understand how to use Instagram for your business, this is the account to follow. Right now, because my last post was from an interview with Tyler Anderson, who I'm sure Joel knows well, is in the bio is that interview. So I'm always updating this account with new photos and new information every single day. So make sure you follow it. Make sure you turn notifications on. Extra points if you do. Okay. Now, the call to action. So stay on this account with me. The call to action can simply be an arrow, as you see that I have here, or it can be the emoji finger pointing down. What do you guys think of my nail polish color? I just got it done. Little distraction. Okay, so pointing down is another way to get a call to action. So instead of saying, listen to my Instagram ninja tips, because those are a lot of characters and you only have 150, I am using an arrow to point down so that you guys will click in and listen. That is my call to action. That is a CTA. You need to have a CTA on Instagram if you want to have success. Yes, you do. Now, if we go back to Subi Zimmerman. Everyone follow me back to Subi Zimmerman. That's my personal account. And yes, I have more followers there than I do on the expert because I had that account first. This is the account where I want to gift you all my strategy guide, my Instagram strategy guide.
Freebie.
Best Instagram strategy guide. Again, you see the arrow. This is the call to action. You click in and you download that strategy guide. A lot of people tell us they would have paid for it. It's yours. And in exchange, you give me your email. I promise I will never spam you. You are now.
I like that you have the arrow pointing down at it.
Yes,
That's a simple emoji, right?
Exactly. It's actually not from the emoji keyboard. It's a special emoji app that I'll share with you after, Joel. It's an app that I downloaded that you can't get from this emoji, but I like how classy the arrow looks. So this is a free Instagram strategy guide. This is really important to grab if you're relatively new to Instagram or you don't really know how to set yourself up for success in your business. This is free. And now forever you're on my email list unless you find me annoying and you want to unsubscribe. And I promise I will never be annoying. I will always give you value. That is my hashtag promise. Okay. The last bit of the bio.
Hey, Sue, they're asking which account we're on. This is the Subi Zimmerman account, right? The
Subi Zimmerman account is the one where I'm going to grab it for you guys because I can multitask like my friend Joel. I am going to grab it for you. This is the one I want you guys to get and make sure that you download the strategy guide because this is really good stuff and you'll all thank me for this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll thank you now.
I like to give value. Okay, so
what number are we on?
That was number 5 on number 3. So number 3 was all about the bio, and I gave you 5 tips. Okay. So now we're moving on to the last tip. Okay, so the first one is to have a good username. The second one is to have a name, an avatar that a username in your bio that can be different than the actual username. Okay. The third thing that I did not say, and I apologize, is having an awesome professional photo for your avatar. Yeah. Invest in a photo or make sure it is a very good, high quality, high res photo.
How am I doing?
Yours is very good. Yours is very good. In fact, I'm going to actually grab
that guy right there.
Hold on, you guys. I'm going to grab one more thing for you because
I've got the hand on chin look. You
look very intellectual in that.
It's like you're on my Instagram page now.
And what do you think? Yourself. And what do you think of that? Okay, so I'm going to make it really easy for all of you. This post and this live link that I'm giving you literally is one of my posts on the expert explaining how to have a great avatar photo. So I don't have to spend any time here. So all of you click that link and look at that later. Open it up in your browser, but stay with me because there's a lot more here. Okay. So number 3 was your avatar. Number 4 is your bio. Literally you have 150 words to write what you do. Literally, what words would people use to find you? What are your value propositions? That goes in your bio. I don't want to know if you're a cat lover, you do yoga, and you drink coffee all day, if you're here for business, unless those have to do with your business.
What if your cat does yoga?
That would be very interesting.
I know that would be a great picture. Okay, so make sure your photo is a good picture and your bio is
Makes sense.
what you do.
Yeah, I mean, if you're here personally, it's a different story. If you're here for business, and I think you all are, you got to rock your bio and make sure you're using keywords. And if you don't know how to do a bio, hit me up. It's on my website. I will be here for you guys to help you with that. And then we talked about the call to action, the arrow or the fingers. And then lastly, I want you to know that you have just one URL on Instagram that is a live link. I like it. It avoids the spammers. This is why Instagram is a natural lead funnel, because follow along. If you post a photo, remember I talked about the photo being the North Star, the awesome photo, it has to be great. If you post a photo with value and you give information in the description to add value to that, and National Geographic does this every single post, and then there's a call to action, people will most likely click into your bio and do whatever it is you're trying to get them to do. Are you trying to get more followers on Twitter? Do you want to take them to your Etsy store? Do you want them to subscribe to a new blab that you're interviewing next week? Do you want them to go to your opt-in like I usually do? Let me tell you guys something. I grow my email list 35 to 50 people a week on average from Instagram.
That's sweet. That's significant. That really adds up.
Oh, actually, it's more than that. So that's a day. That's a day. It's almost 1,000 a month. We get 1,000. Yeah, that was actually 35 to 50 a day. I get 100 new followers a day, Joel, now, and I get about 35 to 50 coming over from Instagram. Now, remember, I have 7 different accounts, but the strategy guide is our gift that really generates the opt-ins because it's such a good opt-in. So my message to all of you is if you're going to be trying to collect someone's email address and build trust, make sure whatever you're giving them as an opt-in is insta awesome, like amazing, so that they say, oh my gosh, if they gave me this for free, I can't imagine what I get if I pay for something.
And just a reminder that Subi is giving away is it called, you're helping with their bio?
Insta bio, yes.
Insta bio worth $300. You have to go to @JoelComm on Instagram and look for this photo of me. It'll be my most recent post. Like it and leave a comment. And when we're done today, we're going to draw a random winner to get that. You're listening to the Joel Comm Show. My guest is Sue B. Zimmerman, the Instagram expert. Okay, so number 4. Let's move through 4 and 5 quickly so we can take some questions.
Absolutely. Okay, Joel, and I was just really quickly while we were just doing that, I'm just dropping the Insta bio there. Okay, so number 4 is engagement. Just like any other platform. And you guys are all awesome right here. You're engaging in Blab. I love that you're all here. We see your avatar. We see your face. When you give me props, I see you. I feel you. I love it. Same is true on Instagram. The more you engage on anybody's post, your beautiful face, your smiling face shows up. And I see that you're engaging. You're not just double tapping and giving some love. You're literally commenting. It's the comments that we want to see. That makes us feel like you're alive in the content we're sharing. It's the same on any other platform, but especially on Instagram. If you're going to go over to someone's account and they made you laugh, cry, smiled, entertained you, educated you in any way whatsoever, I say you should absolutely tell them why. Not just double tap. Let them know what value they gave you, because the more you do that for others, the more they will come back and do it for you. Trust me on this one. And there's a lot of people out there that are teaching Instagram like, oh, all you have to do is just go into 10 different accounts, double tap and like 5 of them and leave one message on one of them and just say anything. And then they'll start following you.
There's no engagement there. It's not real. You cannot build relationships that way.
Exactly.
There might be a short-term benefit, but long-term, it just makes more sense to engage with real people as a real person.
Exactly. And if you're going to leave me a comment or you're going to leave Joel a comment, we want to know what are you loving about Joel's photo? Is it his mic that you're looking at that's really cool? Or is it like you want to ask him a question about something that he's doing on this with his gear, like anything. Like there's something interesting in that photo. Like I need to know how to up my mic, I think. I got a Yeti, but Joel has a better mic, I think. But anyway.
You know what? I bought a Yeti. I paid $130 for it. And then the people on Blab said, you need an ATR 2100. And I said, I already own one. They said, why are you using the Yeti? Plug the ATR in and try it. And you know what? When I last looked, it's on sale at Amazon for $39 right now. I paid $60 for it, and I'm putting the link right down there as a short link. comm.us/Mike takes you right to Amazon for one of these babies, and it's just a simple boom. So now you know the rest of the story.
That's my birthday present. I'm going to go buy myself one. Okay. So number five, and Joel, you experienced this because I sent you a video direct message when I was being interviewed by Michael Stelzner about the Instagram update, which is the direct message, which is so fabulous. You now can direct message someone and it becomes a thread, just like a chat in Facebook. The content stays there, or just like an instant message. So I invite you all to practice with Subi. Send me a direct message. Ask me a question there if you want to. You can do it in a video, 15-second video, or you can just send me a photo and check it out. It's really cool. And Joel, what do you think of it? Because I know that you played around a little bit with it.
Here's the deal. I've been on Instagram for years, and I've just kind of dabbled with it, and I'm getting excited about what you're sharing with me. And, people are sending videos on Snapchat. And honestly, I don't get Snapchat, and I don't really have time to do another social network, but I could definitely see upping the ante here on Instagram because I take pictures all the time, and using it right rather than just casually, I think is really going to help.
Awesome. So I have one more I have one more point to share today, but I want to just visit Snapchat for a second because you said it. So I embraced Snapchat a little over a month ago, partly because my team members, they're both in their 20s, are on Snapchat. And I've been hanging out with Vinny and Amy and Brian Fanzo, and they're all on Snapchat, and Tyler. And what I love about Snapchat is that if your photos aren't Instagram worthy and you want to share a story, it's like a subcategory, a scrapbook that you can put together in a day by snapping what's going on, and in 24 hours it's gone. So I love the ability. There's so many elements inside Snapchat that my brain appreciates because it's so creative. I can color, I can do different filters. It's a really fun app. I don't spend a ton of time there, but I understand the value. And the value to me, Joel, is I really feel more intimately connected to the people that I'm following on Snapchat. I literally know what they're doing every day. If I want to check in, it's instead of a phone call. It's like, okay, what did they do today? Let me check their Snap. So
this is where I have a problem. I'm a pack rat, and the idea of creating content only to have it deleted. Oh. That just don't throw it away.
I like the fear of missing out.
I wanted to survive. So okay, but
but it's interesting. It's just if you here's what I want to say. Do not post too frequently on Instagram, meaning more than 2 or 3 times a day. And this is where you can put your snaps. If you really want to share an experience, do not overshare on Instagram. So that's why I do like it.
Okay, fair enough. So now our fifth tip.
I bet your daughter's there. My daughters are there, and I like following their stories. Hashtag just saying.
How about we open it up for some questions?
No, I have one more thing to share.
Okay, one more thing. You guys hang tight. It's coming. It's
coming. This is actually, Joel, will you click into some of those folders I shared with you? Because this is really, I want to talk about how to do a social campaign on Instagram. And I'm sharing this with you all because so many people don't know how to do a contest or ask for people to take action. They don't get the engagement that they want. So Joel, I'm going to follow along on Instagram. And if you can find the pictures, great. I'll describe them to you. And I labeled them.
I have a ton right here from me. Just tell me which one you want me to pull.
So the very first one that I posted, Joel, is me with the balloons where I wrote "Happy Birthday, Sue B." So I did this campaign. Now a social campaign. Nope, it's the other one with the balloons. A social campaign.
You said balloons. I had balloons.
Happy Birthday, Sue B. Yeah, it's just me with the magenta sweater on. So a lot of people do contests on Instagram and they don't really know how to get people to be a part of that contest. So I'm going to share with you what I did on Instagram. And this is called a campaign. If you're going to run he's so cute. If you're going to run a campaign on Instagram, you need to understand that that is what you should be focusing on and staying on that content. So I'm going to invite you all to go to Sue B. Zimmerman and go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 posts, Joel. And you'll see this picture of me with the balloons. I did a contest. And
well, why didn't you say so?
I did a contest for my birthday because I wanted to give away presents because I really don't need anything. I'm blessed. I have everything I want, and I would rather give it presents to you guys who need my services. So I did a birthday giveaway. It was over $4,000 of gifts. So I gave a consult, I gave a couple bios, some of my ebooks, and you can look at that post. But I'm telling you that this is what I did. And I told you what the rules were. The rules have to be very clear and concise so people actually play. So when you do a contest, it's important to have, we talked about this at the beginning of the hour, a custom hashtag. So my custom hashtag was Happy Sue B. Nobody else is using it on Instagram. I knew that if I used that hashtag, then people would be able to upload a photo. So this is the way you win. You have to tag 5 people. And when you tag people on a post, their eyeballs go on that post. And this is what you really want to try to do, is get people to tag your content. So I had 104 comments, which is a shit ton of comments, right? You guys, everyone wanted to win. So everyone had to tag 5 people to win. And then everyone had to upload a photo. So if you search the hashtag on Instagram, hashtag Happy Sue B, what happens is that you guys see everyone who played and did the contest. And remember I talked about the top 9? So these are the top 9 photos that were curated, which is really cool. So Joel's putting up some of those photos now. And what was exciting is I did the campaign for about 4 days leading up to my birthday. I announced it on Periscope, and Joel might be able to find some of those photos where I cross-pollinate what I do from Instagram. That's a direct message. So the person sent me an Instagram birthday wish. I say, send it to me in a direct message. I get on Periscope and I tell people the same thing, what my campaign is, come on over and play. And that's how I get more people to take action. If I had time today, I would have done a Periscope to bring people in the room here as well. So my point is, Instagram is great as a place to broadcast other things that you're doing. This is the contest that I was putting on. I gave away that Instagram pillow, which that post is on the Instagram expert. And I knew I'd get a lot of people tagging if I gave away that pillow, because it's a great pillow and everyone wants the pillow.
Where's my pillow?
Oh my gosh, I have 3 of them at home. Did you want
I want
one?
a blab pillow. I want the little...
oh yeah, I can order you a blab. I can get you a blab pillow. I'm getting 2 Periscope ones right now.
Blillo.
I'm getting 2 for the Periscope Summit. All right. So the point here to this campaign is clear, concise directions so people actually take action. And if you're going to give anything away, make it awesome. Don't just give away crap just to do a contest. It has to be awesome. I'm giving you guys a Insta bio, and you're all going over to Joel's post to double tap, like, and leave a comment because one of you want to win it. Right? Okay. So that's all my shiz for today. What do you think, Joel? Is there anything else that you wanted me to talk about right now?
I love it. I know people are chomping at the bit.
Okay, great.
Rather than me ask them, I'm going to open up the seats and we're going to rotate y'all through here as quickly as we can. So feel free to grab a seat here on the Blab if you'd like to speak to Sue BZ and or myself if you just want to say hi. And we have on my picture right now 36 likes and 45 comments. That is a record for me.
Woo!
That is a record. Y'all just crushed it. The seats are open, gang. If you want to come in, that's right. What is a shaitan? Is that a Japanese word?
This is my favorite hashtag. I say it all the time.
Yeah. Grab a seat, guys. We got a bunch of you in here that are asking questions,
Sure.
and Pam Brossman's going to jump in here.
Alrighty.
With her Aussie accent, and seat 4 is open as well. So, hi, Pam.
Hi, guys. Hi, Sue. Now, I'm totally green. I am not on Instagram. I've got my name. I think I just went and looked, and I have 100 followers. So my question is, if I don't have my mobile with me a lot, because I'm not a big mobile user, what's the best way for me to use Instagram? You know, is it somebody just said in the sideline that I can use my iPad if I don't walk around with my mobile?
Yes, you absolutely can use your iPad, and I do use Instagram on my iPad, but I primarily use it on my phone. And I know a lot of people that manage social media use it from the desktop. You can do everything from the desktop except post.
Okay. And if I've got existing pictures that I've already taken, what's the best way to get them up?
Put them in Dropbox and then download them.
Okay, perfect. Okay, thanks, guys. That's all I need to know.
Thanks, Pam. Appreciate it. Good to see you. Hey, Mark, how are you?
Hey, I'm never shy. I'm never shy on this.
No, you
Joel's
aren't.
not shy. Sue's not shy. They show us the way to do these things, right?
Your shirt is very orange.
Well, yeah. I wanted to make sure that you saw me when I came in, because you'd be otherwise be looking like where's Mark? And
Hey, Mark, good to see you again.
good to see you, Sue. I will be at Inbound 15 tomorrow night, so see you guys there. Seth Godin tomorrow night. Awesomeness the rest of the week. Looking forward to meeting both of you there. Sue, my question is, you know who we are. Right? We're a digital marketing agency. Out there ruining the world because we're marketers, and we're, we do like B2B, okay, big brands, stuff like that. I started an Instagram account for us a couple weeks ago. I think you've seen it, Stone Temple Consulting. But just to play with it, experiment with it as a business account, what would be the value for a business like mine? I get it. Like if you're a dog walking service, if you sell flowers, if you sell jewelry, visual kind of stuff, what would be the value for a B2B expertise company?
Yeah. So check out social_studios. Mark, I believe that every single business has a visual story to tell, and there's certain tips and strategies that you teach within your business that could be portrayed visually, whether it's like as a tip or a certain quote that you guys live by in your company culture. I love seeing the company culture. Look at Gary Vaynerchuk. He's got Vaynerchuk. He has 3 different accounts. He's got his wine library, his wine deals, and he has VaynerMedia, and he has Gary Vaynerchuk. And it's the company culture that people want to feel connected to if they're going to work with you. Like, what kind of company is this? How do they treat people? What are some of the things that they do for fun when they're not working? And there's all kinds of creative ways that you can connect with people through Instagram. And I've been to your, is it the one that I went to in Framingham? Is that the one that you're specifically talking about?
Our office?
Yeah, your office.
Yeah, you've been there.
Yeah, you guys have a great, huge table with a big screen. You can show what you're teaching off the screen when you're doing some of your hangouts and your conferencing. I mean, you're teaching all the time, and you're brilliant, Mark. And there's so much that you could share with so many people. They need your services. So get them out there in a way where you're actually teaching. People love learning on Instagram. So kind of like look at the Instagram expert and look at how I'm teaching tips. Some of my hashtags that I use are hashtag Subi tips or Subi tips or Instagram tips. And you can come up with your own unique hashtag in your company and tell people to go look at that hashtag hub. And that's where you share your company tips.
Does that help, Mark?
Thank you so much. See you guys in Boston.
Okay.
Absolutely. See you there. Hey, Maggie, how are you?
Hi, Maggie.
Hi. Well, sorry, Sue. I love you.
Oh, you're so sweet.
I couldn't sleep the other day, so I went on like a Subi Zimmerman like binge on your YouTube. It was great. I thought video that you did with your daughter, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And I got some really good tips from you, but the one I've been wanting to ask you is about changing my name on Instagram. I heard you mention something about it should match your Twitter.
Yes.
And on my Twitter, it's at Maggie Unz, and I have this last name, obviously, Unzueta, which nobody can pronounce but me. But anyways, and on my Instagram, it's In Mom Maggie's Kitchen, which is my blog. So what do you think?
Yeah, I think it should be shorter. I think it definitely should be shorter because the way it reads now, you can't even tell. There's no underscore. If you had an underscore between Maggie's and Kitchen, I could at least read it. But right now it looks like a foreign word I can't even read. So if I didn't know you, and you're amazing with what you do and your whole foodie connection, Lila just had those tacos, and you're getting a lot of likes on your post. So you're taking very good pictures, but your username is not memorable. So you and I can have this is hard for me to like nail it right here on Blab for you because I have to think a little bit deeper, but to tell you it's way too long and it's not memorable and it looks like just some word from another country is
And I've been wanting to change it. I just don't know if I should change it to Magyoons or my name or
well, kitchen's such a big part of you because you're a foodie. So like the word foodie, or there should be something about the food in there, I think. But we might need to take this offline, and I can help you with this at another time. But know that I'm here for you. Just send me a direct message.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Maggie. Hey, Paul, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
Hi,
Hello,
Paul.
Excellent.
Okay, hi. I got a quick question. I'm a social media professional, and Instagram seemed to have it locked down in terms of being able to post to multiple accounts. Now, I see you've got multiple accounts there. So you have your Instagram expert, and you've got your Sue B. Zimmerman. Do you literally log in and out of your accounts like I have to and everybody else has to, or is there some secret source out there? And can't we, as social media professionals, put some pressure on Instagram and say, "Hey, come on, I'd pay good money for an app that would allow me to."
Yeah, I think they really want to control the API and the spamming.
Yeah.
And I like it. I like that there's an effort. I have 7 accounts, by the way, Paul. I don't just have 2. Each one serves a different purpose. And yes, I do log in and out. You can now use Hootsuite.
I do use Hootsuite, but that's not. It's still not ideal.
Yeah, and you can only have 4 different Instagram accounts on one device. So a lot of people that manage social media have multiple devices. Like I have 2 iPads and an iPhone, but I log in and out because I know all 7 of my passwords by heart. I just live in the app. And
That's what I do.
Here's the thing, Paul. Because I have success every single day on Instagram, and you heard me say I gain at least 35 to 50 new opt-ins a day. That's pretty amazing success. And that keeps me coming back for more of the same. And so I'm spending most of my time in this app because I get such great results. So you have to decide where to spend your time and where your ideal client is spending their time as a social media manager. How many accounts do you manage, Paul?
On Instagram, 7 or 8 at the moment. But lots and lots of different Twitter accounts, which is really easy on Hootsuite. It's a breeze for Twitter and Facebook, but at Instagram, when you're managing so many different accounts, it's a real challenge.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of my Insta Academy, and we have about 4 in there. This is the first time that we launched this course, and it's exactly for people like you. We're teaching you everything week by week live of what you need to do to set yourself up and your clients up for success. So when that course rolls around again next year, Paul, just send me a direct message and I'll keep you in the loop on that.
Yeah,
but make sure,
thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, make sure you download my strategy guide, and that way you'll always be in the know when I'm doing new things. So thanks.
Fantastic. Well, we are going to wrap up the official show here. And sometimes what we'd like to do is for those who stick around, have a undocumented after show. So if you want to hang for a little bit longer and talk, Sue, and we can get some more questions answered. But before we do that, I want to draw a winner. Sue B. Dinna. And we had 41 likes on this photo of me right here at my set.
It's a good one.
And 49 comments. So what I'm going to do is pull up a random number generator.
Yes, that's what I was going to suggest. Online. Yes.
And I'm going to put the number, let's see, true random number service. I should have had this up before. And let's see, random drawings. Oh, here we go. From 1 to 49. And I'm going to have it generate. And the winner is number 40. So that means if I go back 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, Juanita 11, who said, "I'm loving Joel's voice and his setup in this photo." So Juanita, WANITA 11, tell her what she's won.
Yeah, so I just followed you, Juanita, and I'm actually going to give you all an awesome gift right now. Juanita, just send me a direct message if you don't know how to do that. I just need your Skype or your phone number so we can set this up together. All right, here's what I want to say to all of you on Blab right now, which is really cool. So Joel just curated an amazing community here on Instagram. All of you folks on Blab are now all in this comment on Joel's Instagram account. I want you all to go into each other's account. I do not just follow anybody, and nor should you. You should have some standards of who you're following, and the standards go like this. If someone's giving you value and you think you're going to learn from following them, then follow them. I don't want you to just follow them and then unfollow them in 2 weeks. That's not nice. So only follow the people that you think are going to help you move the needle in your business, but you should all at least click into each other on Instagram and check each other out, because you're all here on Blab and this is a beautiful place and it's all on Joel's photo. So that's cool.
Subi Zimmerman, thank you so much for all your Insta awesome tips, because I think you're pretty darn fantastic. Everybody prop bomb Sue Zimmerman, just everybody proud of her for all these awesome tips. And I appreciate you watching the Joel Comm Show, even though I have a froggy here in my throat. I am inbound bound to Boston to join Subi and Chris Rogan and Mari Smith and Seth Godin and so many others for an incredible event. I appreciate you guys watching. If you'd spread the word that I'm here on blab.im with the show coming up tonight for those that are here live, Blab Talk Live with myself and Vincenzo Landino, i.e. Vinny Blabberino, with our special guest Jay McMichael from CNN. He's going to have some great stories for us. Also coming up on Wednesday on the Joel Comm Show, Michael Hyatt. And then Sunday, Perry Marshall, with many more shows to come. So, Sue, on behalf of everybody here, thank you for joining us on
You're
the
welcome.
Joel Comm Show. And we'll be back for the after show.